All right. Welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We are going to talk. All right. So this little girl here will get killed over Arnett Garden. First of all, let me say good evening to everyone that's tuning in. No one's here yet. Big up and bless up on yourself. We're going to have a serious talk this evening on a couple of points. I am Malachi Music. Big up yourself. All right. Have some missed calls. Started 5 minutes late. Apparently the people were on time. Mr. Anxious Music, Yvonne Stevenson, Nubian Ashanti. What's that? Joel the Realtor. Ah, you finally caught alive. All right. Welcome, welcome. All right. Most Jamaicans support politicians who do nothing to ensure that things like these do not continue to repeat themselves. One of the saddest things I saw yesterday was a headline where the father of this girl is calling for the death penalty. And we're going to talk about the whole case. To get everybody up to speed, what we're talking about this evening, a 14-year-old girl was raped, I would say kidnapped, raped, stripped down, raped, set ablaze. And you know, I have the pictures, and I'm sure a lot of you have the pictures too, right? You can't even stand for look on the picture of them. I'm sure a lot of you have the pictures too. If something like this happened to any of my family members, I would feel a way having someone circulating these pictures. But at the same time, for those of us who are not around to see it, thanks to social media, in this modern day and age, we are able to actually be there, right? So we can get the full impact of what these people must be going through and how traumatizing that must be. No, I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it. First of all, if I show it, YouTube will lock this video. We'll do a 1 hour show tonight, and you'll wake up tomorrow and this whole 1 hour show would not exist on YouTube, because YouTube would shut that down and put a strike on my channel, and I probably wouldn't be able to go live for about another 3 months. That's been done to me before on YouTube, because they have what's called community guidelines, and I had not read into them, and I thought what I was doing was okay. And I got to learn that they found fault with what I was doing, and they shut my stuff down, took away my privileges to go live for a whole 3 months. So yeah, it's sad. I can describe to you verbally though, if you've not seen it. The little girl's legs spread wide open. She has no clothes on, and she is charred, burnt. Okay? Charred, burnt. Now we can go and talk about stuff like black market sex drugs in Jamaica, because they did a special on that before. And then we can talk about embalming fluid and all other kinds of crazy stuff that we know it's prevalent overseas in countries like the USA, England, Canada, where people get involved in these things. But we have to face the fact now that in Jamaica, they're also getting involved with these things. And these things are forcing individuals to act in crazy ways and carry out crazy acts like these. But we're not going to blame it on no drugs still, because it's a human's will. Him willingly take them drugs there. And I'm not going to even say it's a drug that led a man to do something like that. I am here this evening to try to find, me not try to find no excuses for the individual that did this. Okay? I'm not trying to find no excuses for the individual that did this. This is sickness at its highest heights. This is past sickness. This is past sickness. So again, when these people come and say SouFLoTV, y'all make Jamaica look bad, you know, try and know where y'all push out there, you know. I'm getting calls and emails from other countries. People are seeing these things that's happening in Jamaica. You know, are we speechless? Speechless. What kind of a person? Let's run the whole story down though. Let's run the whole story down before we even talk about it. So this is how the story goes, right? Here's a 14-year-old girl that went out to get food from a cook shop at 8 o'clock in the evening. First of all, I have a problem with that. But a lot of my Jamaican people are in denial. They would rather shoot you, the messenger, and tell you about you're making the place look bad than accepting that they're living in a hellhole a lot of the times. And I'm not saying that the entire Jamaica is a hellhole. I'm saying those who are living in certain places where these things keep on occurring are living in a hellhole part of Jamaica. Okay? Now this girl go get food at 8 o'clock. Who sends their 14-year-old daughter out? You know what that reminds me of? But then we have to look at another incident that happened recently. The Trinidadian teacher, 27 years old, right? That was found with the little girl's body soaking in chemicals at his place. When her mom was asked, so she never come home last night, so that didn't stir an alarm, that didn't raise an alarm. You know what the mom said? The mom said, it never really raised no alarm, you know, because, you know what, picking them age that them do them thing. What thing? What thing are you doing at 13 that you didn't come home last night and it didn't raise an alarm with your mom? So I want to sit here and I want to blame government. Yeah? I'm going to cuss Andrew Holness them, and I want to cuss him and his whole cabinet and talk about things like CCTVs and stronger punishment for crimes like these and all kind of other stuff. I have a list of things here that we're going to run down. But we have to start with the people themselves taking responsibility also, because government alone cannot fix everything. So your 13-year-old didn't come home last night and it didn't raise an alarm to you because picking them age that do them thing. What thing? My 13-year-old don't come home and me no alarm because them do them thing. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Pop champagne, you're exactly right. Bad parenting. Bad parenting. And it's the same thing with this little girl that's 14. Why is she going out to get food from cook shop 8 o'clock in a ghetto area? Not that this is a safe area. Not that this is a safe area. This happened. The same thing here happened a year ago. Almost to the date, a year ago in that same area. Do y'all remember there was a girl, a little girl and her sister? You know, so them actually reached through the grill of her house, point the gun inside, shoot her sister and shoot her. And the girl died and her sister lived. And you know what that was about? On a pardon my strong language this evening, but this was about bad man in the area, so-called bad man. wanting sexual favors from these girls, and these girls trying to survive in their environment, not giving in like the many others. Big up Miss Alex. And they're saying, no, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not into all that yet. And them shoot the girl and kill her in our house. And shoot our sister too. Same area. And we're still calling for CCTVs and all that in that area. And similar incident, even on a worse scale, happens now again, almost a year to the date. And we still don't think that these CCTVs need to go up. We need to invest in securing, especially in these volatile areas. And here we are mourning again. Now, people, I know that people get killed everywhere, right? But poor little Jamaica can't take all this. Poor little Jamaica cannot take all this. This is sad. And the level of gruesomeness. It's the level of gruesomeness. It's not like the little girl got kidnapped and she went missing and we never saw her again. It's the way they did it. Her mom was in the house and smelled something burning. And her mother said the thing stink. That's how close to her own home. They kidnapped the little girl, rape her, and set her afire close to her, that close to her home, that her mom home smell it, smell her daughter burning. And people talking about Jamaica need more God. Yeah, man, Jamaica need more God, but which God? Which God? Because, you know, say, it's behind a church. Behind a church, you know. So on church property. I'm going to say it again. Most Jamaicans are not criminals, are not killers, but they support politicians who do nothing to ensure that things like these do not repeat themselves. Therefore, the majority of the people out there are a part of the problem. Can't be so negative towards this your island, man. Joel, we're here talking about a little girl, them skin her out and burn her up and rape her and set her on fire. And you come over here talking about can't be so negative towards this your island. This is not about that. Okay? So talk your little pride and come with something more intelligent to say this evening. Otherwise, you'll be easily dismissed from this. Ramakan, big up, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Politicians never cared about the people. That's factual. Obviously. I think most politicians in Jamaica, if not all of them, they might have had ambitions of, when I grow up, this is what I want to be, and then I can change these things. But after they got there, then they realized that it's a brotherhood, a sisterhood, a family of individuals who see things a different way. And the best thing for them to do then is to fill up your bank account, because it's there for the taking. Make sure your family is okay and get the hell out. I think that's what it's more like. I think that's what it's more like. Listen, most Jamaicans support politicians who do nothing to ensure things like these continue to happen. So if you look at most Jamaicans, they will tell you about JLP, they will tell you about PNP, they will tell you about shower and power, them put party before people. You know what I'm saying? They're quick to defend individuals and worship individuals in position of power. The same people who they elect to keep them safe, who does absolutely nothing for them, they will actually lay down and die for, or probably kill you for them. That's why we continue to have these things. Taj Tomlinson, boy, seems like you can't left your gun in Jamaica. You know, poor thing. The little 14-year-old can't carry no gun. And when you catch some 14-year-old in Jamaica carrying a gun, how can you blame them? When this is what I can only imagine, you know. Remember, I know people at Jamaica, I'm growing up, I try to talk like me come from foreign or something because I want everybody to understand what I'm saying. So I'm trying to speak the standard English. But I can really go down and say real patois, you know. Everyone we know, big man, where I look like a girl. Every one of us know. And every one of us have seen it before. That little girl that got raped and burnt alive, right? She knew exactly who the hell was doing that to her. That's why they got rid of her like that. That's why it wasn't just a rape. A long time the person there tell her, say, yo, girl, I want you, you know. And to some extent, we condone that shit. Enough of us don't do nothing about it. Welcome, family. SouFlo here.
Good night.
Good night. How you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm kind of not blessed, but I'm blessed because I have life. You know, I want to put in a couple of stuff before. Just give me a second. The little girl who died in Arnett Garden. I don't know if her parents hear me, but I just want to say sympathy. But let me tell you something. You see, most of what happening in Jamaica, the people in the community know about it.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, they know.
I swear.
And me and you know that.
You see, all people who are going to come out now and talk about street light and people use gunshot and lick them out and because them don't want street light. How long you know these things and nobody has been notified and nobody not come out and speak out against it because guess what? Them are there with whosoever do the raping and the killing. Them are them man and them cover for them. With them do them wash them nasty blood up clothes and them go out and kill and them take the money and buy expensive things and do nice here. Let me tell you something. We all know and you know that Jamaica one of the greatest actors on the face of the earth. We know how to perform.
Very true.
We know everything we're going in at the garrison them. I am from out of the garrison. Me can tell you something. Me vote for Jamaica Labour Party because me grew up and come see my mother and my father as a one thing. So me jump on the banner and say one thing. But me can tell you something now. Right now, me not see Jamaica Labour Party are going with nothing. Now, me not see PNP are going with nothing. So I don't even know what to say. Because when you have a community and you're going to say a set of rape has been going on for how much weeks or whatever, how much girls inside of it, you know, definitely wait until somebody really dead for two and blood really shed for two. Then you're not going to talk about then police are going to send in our community or police station a lockdown at a certain hour. Let me tell you, my brother, it's not when they get better. It's not going to get better. When last year, Andrew Oldness come out and talk about certain things, I said, listen, we have to come together and this is what we're going to do. From the time Andrew Oldness put in the thing where the police, them and the soldier, them come together and them go down and Montego Bay kind of cool down and them say them strategize or them whatever them say them do, them have them plan and whatever. A plan now work because beat me a dead.
Same stuff. Welcome, SouFlo.
Yeah, SouFlo, wow.
But there, family, what go on?
What time are the calling time?
Right hello, man. You're live right now. They can't hear you.
How will you say to me?
Yeah, man.
Because you say WhatsApp, right? So me da call on the WhatsApp and you know, me need to get you. Someone just page up on straight call.
Yeah, man. I same thing.
Yeah, so the discussion is all about.
The discussion is all about this 14-year-old girl that from Arnett Garden that got raped and burnt, set on fire, basically, in our backyard.
My God. All right.
And we're saying that the same thing happened roughly a year to the date, where a next lady lost one of her daughter the same way, because basically bad man in the area look her and the girl is saying she not sleep with none of them. And they come to the house and kill her, you know?
Yeah. So basically we watch the TVG news. You understand? And I felt real bad about what happened, because she's a young girl and, you know, have her future ahead of her. And what me simple want to say before me even say anything towards that, me have to give you big respect for, you know, highlight certain things that is going on, you know, around the world, because you help, you know, make people aware of things that is going on.
All right, brother.
So, yeah, so me I call from all the way in Iowa.
All right.
The state of Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so big up and bless up here.
Yeah, so here what me I say, I don't know much time I can get by yourself, but what
yeah.
want to say?
You have about 1 minute left.
Yeah. What me I say? We want the government of Jamaica place more emphasis on the security of the citizens of Jamaica. You understand me? Because right now the system is in a very serious state where I don't know what solution is there to mend all these problems from way back when until now, but they have to find some solution, because it is getting more rampant and more dangerous towards, you know, the youth that is coming up, and it's so devastating where, you know, everybody's confused. And when I see something like this, it even makes me frustrated, not wanting to go back to Jamaica. But I love there so much, I'm going down in December.
All right.
So, respect again, we highlight these issues, and, you know, we can call in and, you know, give our opinion and views on certain things.
Manners and respect, family. Thanks for calling in.
Blessing, man.
Blessed. People, don't tell me to rush the man off of the phone, because if you call in and you don't sound like you up to par and somebody telling me to rush you off the phone, I'm not going to do it either, okay? The man, as long as you're not calling in, cursing and disrespecting anybody, you're free to speak. If me feel like you're not on topic, I'm going to just limit your time even shorter, and then we move on to somebody else that's more on topic, right? Anyway, back to this little girl that we're talking about now. This is not a isolated incident. This community is known for stuff like this. You see what I'm saying? Hence, even more reason to put this place in what I call a fishbowl. Now, people call and cuss me out enough, and people have written threats to me talking about, hey boy, move your so and go away. Or if you come down here, we're going to do this and that to you. Or you want we if you come live under camera. True, you spot you there in a foreign, you all right, and this. It's only people who are worried that would be worried. It's only people who are involved in criminal activities that would be worried if the place gets put in a fishbowl. So I'm not worried about them people there. I'm worried about the people who, like the lady and the man who lost them daughter like this. I'm sure they would have been happy if that place was surrounded by cameras and let everybody know that it's surrounded by cameras. So the criminals know, well, I want to carry out a thing, but we can't do it over here so in that area, you know, because that area there, boy, them have camera over there that we don't even know which part them there, right? Now, which brings me to this. Criminals have nothing to fear. And we have serial killers amongst us in Jamaica. I'm going to say it again. Criminals in Jamaica really have nothing to fear. When we have a society where the criminals have nothing to fear, and in some cases you have the criminals who are heavily armed, more equipped than even our military and our police. How normal people supposed to feel safe? How? How? Greetings, caller. You're on the air.
Hello, good evening. Hi.
Hey, turn your device down, please.
Oh, sorry. Is it better now?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of feedback.
Are you getting anything, sir? So. Hello?
Yes, can hear you loud and clear now.
Okay, first I want to say I love my country, and as a Jamaican, I'm proud of what the government is doing for the country, and there is growth in my country. Second, I don't like when people are saying, oh, they're not going back to Jamaica because this is happening, that is happening. It happens everywhere you go across the world. I live in Toronto, and every weekend there is a murder.
All right, stop for a second. Stop for a second. Before you go any further, right? You started out by saying you love your country and you love what the government is doing for your country, right?
In terms of growth, there is growth. Jamaica is moving forward, but it's the people.
Okay.
They have to come together and work together for a better community.
I agree, but put things in context. We're talking about today's topic is about this incident that happened in this particular community, and almost a year to date, similar incident happened in that same community. All right, so I don't know if we lost that caller. Come on now, people. I can sit up here and talk good about Jamaica all day, but let's be realistic. Yes, caller, thanks for calling back.
Hi, sorry, I got disconnected. So I understand what the talk is all about, what happened a year ago and today.
Yes.
A year ago, what happened, the people actually went and protest. Today, they haven't gone to protest.
The people actually,
really, really sad.
No, the people actually, which is sickening even more to me. Let me tell you, the people actually went and protest in front of the lady's house who lost her daughter. She had one daughter that got shot and another one that got shot and killed because they reached through the grill of the bedroom and shot both her daughters. Okay? The people in the community went and protested in front of this lady's house, claiming that she's making the neighborhood look bad because a man from Ronya so do it, a man from out of the community. That's what that was about.
That's what happened. They protest that the person that did it is not from there, but at the same time, this incident happened, and they don't come together as a community to stand up. This is a 14-year-old girl, you know.
Right? Why didn't they rally around her?
Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Why didn't they rally around the lady?
Pardon me?
Why didn't they rally around the lady as a community and say, God Almighty, you just lost one of your daughter and the next one gets shot up, and man come in here and do this? Why didn't they rally around her? A woman just lost her child. The community should have wrapped their arms around this lady, give her shoulders to grieve on, give her some kind of support. Instead, they were turned out against the lady. Yeah, make the community look bad, which on a wider scale is how some people call in SouFLoTV about SouFlo. You always make Jamaica look bad. That's why I stopped you in the beginning of your comment when you said things are going good in my country and the government, I'm proud of what they're doing. We can all sit up here and paint a pretty picture, but I wanted to put things in context.
I'm not painting a pretty picture. When I talk about countries doing good, I'm talking about the development of people, education. People are becoming more educated. Communities supposed to get involved. Kids are doing so much better. But some of these communities they embrace too much criminal element. And these sisters and brothers and aunties, they need to stand up and stop entertaining the criminal and stop protecting them from police.
That okay.
Jamaica has come a far way.
Jamaica has come a far way.
Of course, we're coming better. So when you go home and you go and enjoy yourself within your community, don't you feel good? Do you get that enjoyment when you're there abroad and you have to work so hard?
Yeah, but I remember a time. I don't know that I can't be a liar. I remember a time gone by though where I could walk like late night, like didn't care where I was, and I was not in fear. Now it's a paranoid feeling majority of the time and majority of places that I go. So I can't pretend say, oh, it's getting better when killing is at the all-time high and the kind of killings that's going on. People always been getting robbed in Jamaica. And I remember one time people, man will pop off your chain or run away in your pocket and you give them and they leave you alone. Now it's a whole different level. You're getting killed regardless. Whether you have what they want or not, y'all get killed regardless. So I can't sit here and say it's getting better. I don't want my people to feel hopeless and feel like the glass is not half full and we're not getting anywhere. But at the same time, and I don't want to preach a message of despair, but at the same time, we have to be truthful, okay? Because it's only when we face this. Yes, there are people doing great things in Jamaica. Yes, there are. But come on now. A lot of us are living in fear. And a lot of us are fearful.
So I come from a country area, and I can remember where this man had molested this girl, and the community went instead of the police. And you see, within that community, nobody has ever raped a child in that community again. Why can't Arnett Garden change their view about protecting their little girl when coming up? But why can't we do better? If the community police itself, it's better. Then people are talk about, oh, we now give information to police because there's an informant and we don't want a police down here and this and that. How is it gonna better for areas like those?
See, and that's what I said earlier too. I said government, you're right. And I said earlier, government can only do so much, but we have to hold the people responsible, right?
I don't know. I feel this to my core. I mean, not gonna lie, it's my country, that's where I'm gonna retire. I know criminal elements not gonna stop me. And together, people have to come together. Every day we talk about praying. It's nothing still not changes the heart of humanity. We are the same race. When you look how we are all black people in Jamaica, we need to get up. We need to stand up together. We need to educate each other. And if you know, say your cousin that does something wrong, whether you write to the JDF or the JDF or something, give information somehow that they're not going to know it's you, they come and investigate. But we have to change as a human being. It can't continue so.
It can't continue so, and you're right. And now we are writing it. Yes, it can't continue so.
It can't continue so.
It's absolute self-destruction.
We have some of the most smartest kids, you know. You haven't noticed when a little 14 or 16-year-old left Jamaica and go to Canada, England, America.
How they excel.
They get the proper grooming, how they excel.
Yes, all the time. All the time. All the time. And that's why I speak about the brain draining of Jamaica as well. But all the time. And you know, go ahead, caller.
Every day we get up, I met Jamaican brothers and sisters, and because the government said there is no policy implemented, there is no this, there is no that. The government implementing, they're still not using it. Not at all, and they blame it. I don't want to tell them, say, oh, go down to Arnett Garden, Chivali, go do this or do that. And we see him, auntie, uncle, grandfather, mother, whatever. They have to come together. Enough is enough. And I hope that tomorrow when we wake up, there is some community meeting, somebody going to facilitate something and do better and see how they can bring this person to justice. Whether jungle justice, I don't care. But justice has to be served for that little girl mother.
I agree.
That is one of the most, I've never seen something like that. You rape her, then you stab her, then you burn her.
You see the pictures?
You're not supposed to be among society.
Have you seen the pictures? Yes, caller, welcome.
Good night.
Oh, I lost my other caller.
Yeah. Turn this down.
Yeah, turn your device down for me, please. Sorry to the other caller. This call came in. I don't know how, but.
I'm sorry. Let me turn this. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, the caller who just called a while ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
Good night.
She said, why can't the people protect their community? First of all, when you grew up in Kingston in the ghetto, the same people them who are rape little young people them are the done them and the done them man them. There's nothing you can do. People are afraid for their lives.
Very true.
Afraid of being killed. There's no what you gonna do.
Very true.
You live there. There's nowhere else you can live. You barely survive. You know what I'm saying? My mother told me my mother grew up in the ghetto. She from Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I was born, my grandfather, they were giving away land in Portmore and bought a land and built a house. And when my mother left the ghetto and came to Portmore, we thought we would have a better life. But it doesn't matter where you live, it's the same thing. Because right now, I see how Portmore running. It's like for the worst, like Portmore turning to Kingston. And the same thing, you have the older man them and look the young girls them. And sometimes the young girls them can't even tell their mother because they're scared.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? People, a lot of time, the next door, somebody a ball out, rape next door. Somebody a wall, somebody don't. And the boy them up in there laugh. And there's no, you can't have to mind your business.
And you know what?
Yeah,
and that's another element to this story. Just like what you just saying, people actually came out and said, you see the little girl, how her mom said she there at the house, right? And she smelled something that burn. And it smells stink like, and it turned out to be her daughter. You know, so other people in the area said them hear a voice about rape or murder, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what kind of you live in America. I'm not alive, living in New York right here. And if me and my next door about call rape, me call NYPD and police and say,
but them a come.
Me a somebody scream or rape. I know the police them do, even if it take 3 hours, the police them all come and knock on and say, yo,
right.
You make a 911 call to say, yeah, me and somebody I get raped. It sound like it'll come from 30.
Yes.
And they will go check it out.
But here what? Ramakan just said, big up Ramakan, brother. Ramakan just said the police station in that area closed 5 p.m. in the evening. And what kind of joke thing that? Where's the security for the people then?
First of all, this situation, this is not new. This been going on for years.
I know.
I'm from Portmore and they did the same thing with me. That's why I'm glad to come here sparring.
God.
When I did something so for 11 years old, big man I try to look me. Work at Portmore, wonderful. Big one time, remember me 11 years old, right? And a 19-year-old boy grab on from my hand. I try to look big. And I say, what is it? I go up to my mother and say the boy grab on my mother go there and cuss mouth and put it back glass and say, yo, but that's how I look at me. A big boy like you, I look 11-year-old. At the time when me at 14. Me had a man named 30s that tell me, I street me out, I said, yo, only person them stiff. Me was the type of young person that want to tell my mother when these men come at me. Yes. A lot of these young girls, them don't tell them parents.
Right.
So for the sexual harassment is just so disgusting.
And it's rampant.
The only place me go and never get sexual harassment I want to go to country go live. My mother send me go live uptown, send me go live a country because the sexual harassment. And these are grown ass man of them 50 and 30. Sometimes you think them now make the look up in them grow up no more and take them time. Come on now. You see, we have this Jamaican culture talk about man want woman with tight whatever and the young guy not no gossip. Not no gossip about the young guy. A girl can be 17 or 18 and her shit stretch out. Yeah, and you meet a girl 25. And her body just right and tight. So all the men in Jamaica with them type of dirty mentality about they want young meat, they want fresh meat, and young girl at the tight whatever. It's just this is not only going on in Jamaica. This happens everywhere. But we are Jamaicans and we have to speak out against it. And you see the girl who died last year, the man them come shoot a young beautiful girl that was going to school. Shoot all our sister too. And she died, but our sister lived. All of the women them come out and defend it and say, oh. One of them come to the video and say, oh, look at me good looking. How come they never arrest me and try to rape me and kill me? And you see what happened? Wow. When you stand aside and you see it happen to somebody else and you do nothing about it and you bypass it and it happened to one of your own. Because the mother said she want to see these things on Facebook. The mom want to ask the mother, put her condolence go to her and her daughter.
They stand up for that girl that got shot last year and other girls that moving getting
Thank you.
for the last 25 years.
Thank you.
And that's not the first thing. This happens at the ghetto all the time. Then, when the dance send for you, you have to send your daughter.
Yes.
You have to.
I've heard.
You need to speak. Foota Hype speak out today about that. Foota Hype say him not care if them killing. Him can't condone that. I'm saying the police them and a for them job. The man them, not the community them know who do it. And that person needs to be eliminated. I agree with him 100%. Yeah. It just disgusts me, man. It disgusts me something. I one thing, if you kill and rape somebody where you have a bond the body, then people are not human being, man. Them people are not human being. It's sad. And for people who are defend this and are called quiet, it won't ever get worse until people start speak out against it. It won't ever get worse.
Very true.
How come a grown-ass man can be attracted to a 13, 14-year-old? And
Sickness.
the age of consent needs to be 18.
That's another issue.
16-year-old, that's a kid. And your brain don't fully develop until you're actually like what, 24? Them say,
yeah, 24 to 25.
Thank you. Come on now. Sometimes even 18-year-old, you're still a little picnic.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, but that's all I have to say, man. But so far, big up yourself.
Thank you so much for calling in and shedding so much light. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congratulations to you and your wife and your baby, right?
Yes, blessings here.
Bye.
All right. You see that? A first-hand account, you know. She'll tell us your Portmore she come from, and she'll tell us a big man I look her. From she 13 man I tell her about how her breast stiff and these things. This is commonplace in Jamaica. So enough Jamaican come talk about, oh, we don't know about such things happening and stop making Jamaica look bad. Me can't do that because me know different, right? Me come from the same place where I come from. And I know say I true me attack. It might sound shameful to admit, but majority of Jamaican females can tell you that that's true. Big man, I look them from them really, really little. And we've made this thing some kind of commonplace in our society till it start lead to them a kind of thing here. SouFLoTV here. Hello. Caller. Can't hear you, you know.
Yeah, man. What me I say no still, them I say they here and nobody no ball out. I say walk around us and in a long run, no strange man can come in our next man community and just do that just like that. You see me?
Real talk.
So the people in the community them have to know what I want.
And that's where I say.
A long time this I want from Ananda Dean come me live in the same place Ananda Dean come from. You see me? And when I worst thing ever happened to the whole community and the whole community march out against that. We now march out and say, oh, yeah, make a community look bad or nothing like that. And we still, even if somebody in our community do it because them say somebody they call a little girl. And we don't know if somebody was you know it could have be a relative. Somebody else have to the system and
I am of the firm belief that somebody in the community did it. And I'm going to tell you a number of reasons why. Yes, caller.
yeah, so
all right, we lost the next caller. Big up, what going?
yeah, no, every day them watch a thing, brother. Yeah, no,
manners and respect.
Yeah, strength, you know. You see it first time calling in and getting it. So,
yes, King, thank you.
Yeah, man, but yeah, I'm sorry, but I will follow I think what I had. It's a man either.
Yeah.
But I found some couple of points more on touch in a night. It's a man say.
Go through now.
Alright. Number one. Tier one, we have PG. How much hear him coming in country and do? 8 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Then we have Bruce Golden. Come in to film term. And you have, what they call him? This man, and Golden. Which one of them try to listen to a poor people are crying? So the one, they call it capital punishment. See all them things again. The other day, when them push out Renito Adam, then cut him out and call him out and I think the man will come back and grant them in free service to direct of the country. the crime and violence of push up. Remember that?
Yeah, man.
Man come and say more and do that, right? Are you? You know, it's Jamaican people kind of come like cataract in a whole of them here and them and have some kind of food with them. Them now not sense when they have the kind of food they brother. You know, see that too?
Facts.
All of the prime minister them come in, my boy. Them come in for one thing, brother.
Fatten up them own pocket.
Sell out piece of blurred kids. Excuse my word. A blurred kids, Mr.
Yeah, man. You're good, man. You're good, man.
To sell out piece of Jamaica, brother. And to put piece of the money in them pocket and then give them friend the rest to share up for themselves. If them even do that. PJ sell out 3/4 of Jamaica before come out, brother. Crime and violence start get seen from that time.
Mm-hmm.
You see me I say? Rose Gold come in and try to do him like when do? I try to stop all of the little hotel them in a bill what year. And try to get him like you know work. When this someone come in condo, I'm done pretty boy in a house of parliament. Virgin, you think a little people are dead down at that my own.
Yeah, man, we see it, man.
Which one of them man they come up at this? Bruce, this man come in contact about lockdown man over here. And I blame artists. They sit down and I blame the artists, the little artists because they have seen them gun through my boy. Eh?
And it's way bigger than that.
And gun through come from way back. You know, if the man just sing like Bob Marley sing here, and them days, the youth that will come up and go to put out them best and sing better, different tunes, different category. You see me I say?
Mm-hmm.
They will play an artist and I say an artist and kill a cast and kind of thing, my youth. You see, I sing with Five Cartel right now, my youth. Tell me the truth. You're the first, or you're the third artist, I'm the third. Tell me the truth. You think Five Cartel will dance with right now if I America this out?
No, man, we'll go over that already, I know.
My youth, them to stop playing people, my youth, and clean up the country, my youth. It's one more thing now, brother. I'm not all of the time, brother.
All right.
One more thing. Go around the whole Caribbean. Listen up. The whole Caribbean island them. And tell me which one of them is the most beautiful and have the most sightseeing, the most fun things to do, the most everything than Jamaica. Tell me. You know, see which one. My youth, you know, the people, and I think the people, you know, the government themselves, and them me and them. If they don't put on their foot, you are the leader of your house, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't put on your foot in your house, your wife step by you, your people don't listen to you, brother. If you go on your yard, you're going to run your yard.
True. True.
Them people get the up and up to run the country, brother. And then now listen to the poor people cry my youth. Then now listen to the poor people and cry my youth. Listen, look Bounty Killer, the whole of them. They come out and them push out them words my youth. And all them do is turn a deaf ears to the people them. And when they do, they go in the House of Parliament and blame artists to crime and violence my youth and I try to put the young youth they will try to uplift and say that's why they take this scamming world.
Yeah.
And them came on and mess up the youth, them mad. If they must sell out the country to the Chinese, them brother, and the Chinese then not employ the little youth they will left school, when they'll forget work. You tell me that my youth is one man, I don't really like him as a black man, youth, I mean I go call on him, 6 cents out of nonsense, but to them I watch a king brother with the man. And I the first me ever agree with him. Some farmer that classic me in him. And today I the first me ever agree with him, brother. I'll be a shit reservoir down there for my youth. The beautiful country has turned to water, my youth.
Mash up the place.
Water them has turned the country now, my youth.
I feel like our politicians them have a plan for we that the masses don't know about, and them are the puppet figureheads that are working for some outside entity that actually really run that place. That's how me feel. Because there is no way that these things happen repeatedly, and you in a position of so-called power and you're not exercising no power to make sure that this will keep on happening, but you keep telling the people you care about them. Me not see the care. I don't see the care.
Listen. From Ananda Dean thing. Then come out with the Ananda Dean. From the first time then come out and talk about Ananda Dean, brother. And say them are going to put up restrictions. Them things they should have in place already. So much kids should not die, my youth. You see what I'm saying? Until then, all they do is take people who have sponsor their money and go push it at their pocket and say, well, yes, it's going to that, going to this, going to that. Then now do not with the money one take and go buy a big car. You see what I'm saying?
God no.
My youth, if better are gone and them man you have to up in a jacket suit and not going to the House of Parliament at Kingston, and better know what they are doing with the country, you know, brother. Because when I go turn that place, then I want to, you're not going to turn in, I want to 80 people don't really take bullshit, excuse my word again. Then they take, you know, so 80 people, move the mind and turn it like them. Because I don't have to go. Politicians, them are idiots, so take 4 people, Jamaica people, and I thought people in Haiti don't get some of you, like they don't know what they are doing.
Sad man. It'll come. It'll come, man. Watch and see. It's coming.
So let's see them at the gunman, them are cool and two, they're not ready for rise again in my youth because them man to wicked my youth. And them same one of the same gunman them gun them my youth.
Very true.
So wait, we turn back on them. Wait till we turn back on them. And them a fool. Brother, bless up yourself again.
Bless up, manners and respect, and thanks for calling in here.
I love how you are doing my youth. Continue to speak of the brains.
Yes, blessings, King. Yeah, Ramakan said, big up the caller and talk some real things just now. Ramakan just said, bring back hanging, and I am all for that now. Hey, caller, you're on the air. SouFLoTV here.
Bless up,
Wagwan family.
Well, that thing about sad started. Well, the last week, a man buried out a little girl, I tried to bring out a little girl, the body,
and them find the body, a 13-year-old in a bathtub soaking in chemicals. Yeah?
That was last week.
That was last week.
13 too.
Yes. The one you have 14 this week.
Oh boy. Yo. And then the end of the week, they might have religious march and
SouFLoTV here. I lost my last caller. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, good night.
Yes, caller, you're on the air. Good night.
Yeah, man, Clarendon, man, this to talk to you.
Wagwan family.
Strictly Clarendon.
Wow.
Spalding College, and my wife, that college, that where she teach.
Round at my place.
That man, tell you right now.
Yeah, round at my place.
That man, tell you know, that the topic you got, man, with the little girl. Right? First thing, with the little girl. Then if you find some of the girls' school friends and check them out. Right? Sometimes something that go on. And something didn't tell a little friend, then sometimes the friend them that road the the man they you know call to me all them there.
Yes. Right? So a little friend them know. Say I Joey. I Jojo down the lane there, he always a call to me and I try hold me hand and I try draw me way on. So, a true thing. Yeah.
Right. The next thing again, when I take Prime Minister, all of them big man in the house there,
if I'm one of them family, whether cousin, daughter, niece, or whatsoever, that thing happen to, that the area from the minute it lock off completely. And from the top, me no hear like no curfew, no. Me no hear. I put in media talk here.
Yeah.
And me no hear nothing go on Jamaica either. If I them man, the family up, them lock off the whole area. Them dig up the whole of that area ready for the top. For me can't quite remember. Enough people don't know what caused gun court. I don't think you ever know anything about gun court.
Not really,
gun court is modern furniture, one big furniture going up. Like anyway to go to court swing. And a man them shot. And shot the next man, came and then with Michael Manley called stage emergency and start taking man them off of the road make up. Paid like a pen a camp and put them in. That's so gun court coming. So if Prime Minister take out himself from ready here, them go down and find some trailer how the little girl get dead.
Yeah.
Them not take out, them not do nothing.
Them not do nothing. And that's why I start off the video here by saying that most Jamaicans support politicians who do nothing to ensure that things like these do not continue to happen. Them just support this politician them blindly so and forget where them elect the people them for do and not holding them accountable.
If was the Prime Minister family that happened to, right? You like to know the problem the people them in that the area in now.
That turn over a place already.
You don't like to know. When them can't find him, it wouldn't take them in 24 hours to hear how much $1 million gone from that the man head or that the tree how much man head to turn them in. And it's something I'll tell you, the people them in the committee know how to do it.
Them know, man.
The people them in the committee know how to do it.
Trust me, they know.
Yeah, somebody inside they know.
They know. Them either them family member, them friend, or them friend.
Yeah.
But them know.
Somebody they know. Them man there you catch them, put no use to them. Right? Same place when they kill the girl, or same place them fi carry them go burn them.
Same place.
Same place them fi burn them.
Yeah, man. I mean, know say some people are gonna say there's no that we don't go and civilize when we say things like these, but you see in situations like these, me don't want to be civilized no more. Or some jungle justice me want to see in this kind of thing right here.
Yeah, can't do it. There's no way. The jungle justice not really right, but sometimes it have to take place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some time it have to take place. So right now jungle justice want to right there, so.
Yeah, man. Cause listen, you see if there were laws in place that made criminals like these feel fear, them things here would happen at a rampant rate like they're happening. But they feel like them don't have nothing to fear. So you see, jungle justice now, it would have bring about some fear. When man would have think twice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you see through them man here, you know, say not much longer happen really still. Them carry on things like these. There has to be checks and balances. Somebody have to feel fear.
Yeah. And when I think again, them know say police catch them by round a corner there, so somebody can appear around there, you know, you're not again about it.
See that. Exactly. So when you're living in a society like that now, like I said before, you have criminal in Jamaica will have heavy artillery and body armor and all these things, even well equipped more than our law enforcement forces, right? Then you have people who have money who can pay off police because they're easily bought and sold. How regular people to survive in an environment like that now?
If money cannot pay up to judge, I collect money and I throw out case, much less. When them the people there, them should have stick out against them thing there.
God no. Like Apple Cider said, the only thing happened to them go Horizon, go eat rice and peas on Sunday dinner and get them Sunday visits. And them good.
The next thing again, only call out they want coming in.
Alright, brother.
No, just liquid touch at each everything.
Yes, and thank you for having the consideration there.
You say with Ninja Man case there, you know I said to me, if me in a position I sit down with them and I drink the big liquor and all them here, they think in that mix with them right and proper way. They know which part in there now.
True.
I just threw him in a share glass with them right and proper way. When they call him, he turn it down. And if you're not, go take up the phone. If you're in a position and you hear him, you find out your man will get higher than you. You go try to get rid of him. And that lick him down too.
God no.
He mean that get too big for road. We can't talk to you long. I will leave for the people want to talk to you. So later.
Alright, my brother. Bless up here.
Yeah, take care of you, man.
Alright.
Alright, brother.
Alright. Some people when them talking, they don't understand. Say when me say a client that me come from, for real, and this a place where me have to go back to. So people are gonna see me face to face. Me can't fake up and make up nothing. SouFLoTV here, live on the air.
SouFlo, good night, good night, good night.
Good night. How you doing?
I am doing well. I'm doing well.
Good.
Listen, I had to call in because I am in your comments and, you know, I have no problem, you know, saying who I am because, you know, you reach a point in your life where you're not afraid of people no more. But I am in your comments. I'm Nelly, and I can tell you for a fact that this whole situation in Jamaica is not new, as we all know. But I can tell you from what happened to me personally, and because of I learned firsthand how corrupted Jamaican politicians are. When I got raped at 14, my mom, I was born in the US, my mom sent me to Jamaica for the summer. I was 14 years old. So excited with the cousin them in Jamaica, I go enjoy myself and, you know, and like in New York, we used the concrete jungle, where I used to see, you know, grass and cow and all and something, I would say, yeah, I go Jamaica nice. Went to Jamaica, and within 3 weeks of arriving in Jamaica, I was raped multiple times by the same person. Wow. Now, because of who the person was and who his father was, I was told that nothing will come out of it and, you know, I should keep my mouth shut. I told my aunt said, well, she don't want to die, I need to keep my mouth shut. Okay. Kept my mouth shut, came back to the US. I told my mom, and there's not much my mother could do at the time because, you know, she lived in New York. My stepdad took it upon himself to try to help, and he went to Jamaica and they tried to kill him.
Wow.
Now, fast forward 2 years, went back to Jamaica, saw the same guy, and he came to me and said, you know what? You can never get to owe me that SDA again.
Wow.
That's what he said to me. I'll never forget. I'll tell you exactly where I was. I was in half a tree. I was in halfway tree.
And him approached you again and said that.
And he saw me. I didn't see him. Yes, it was me and 2 of my cousins. And he approached me and said, if you never get so old, you're going to ask me again. Now he likes a certain age group. By this time, he was about 29, almost 30 at the time. And I said, okay. And to be honest with you, I'm a teenager. I live in the US, so what am I going to do? Right? When I was leaving, I saw him again. And then he looked at me and said to me, if we weren't in public with so many people, he would have tried to draw me away. And at this point, I, grew up a little bit, have a little bit of backbone, a little more sure of myself, and I said to him, you can't draw me, I don't care who your father is. I told him who his father was in public. I didn't kind of walk away because he realized I was causing a scene. Now, this reached a point where I even come back to the US and start to get desperate in the US because of who his father is, and he's still in politics now. Now, I reach a point where I don't care. Fast forward to 3 months ago, I get a call saying if I could come to Jamaica and testify because I was one of his victims. I said to them, well, this sounds kind of fishy because of who is calling me. You don't sound legitimate enough to go through proper proceedings to call me and have me do said testimony. I said, what you don't know is the little girl that he raped turned into a lawyer, and I don't know better. So what you need to do is go to the proper channel to get testimony from me. And I said, video testimony is admissible. No, I gotta come to Jamaica. I said, okay, I'll come to Jamaica, but go to the proper channel. Fast forward, I did go to Jamaica. I got shot at 3 times before getting to court. Now, I read the papers. I didn't see it in the papers. I watch the news up here. I don't see it in the news. And I'm between California and New York. I don't see it in the news. My aunt came down to testify as well. She was also threatened and told that they would kill her and her grandson. She came back to the US and she's not going back. What saved me and what proved my case was I kept the skirt from the very first time he raped me.
Wait, what? Say it again.
What saved me, minus the fact that I have ample amounts of people that I told that I got raped the first time.
Okay.
What saved me and what officially proved my case was the fact that I had the skirt from the first time he raped me. So you kept the evidence. I kept the skirt.
DNA evidence.
I kept the skirt. And then what killed him was he denied knowing me. After he realized that I was coming to court, he denied knowing me. After they tried everything they're supposed to try, he denied knowing me. Until it reached a point where we had to say I wasn't going to show up to court. And I showed up to court last minute. Because it was either that or I wasn't going to come home to my kids. So you have to play smart. So I understand firsthand how these girls feel when they don't feel like they have anybody to turn to. I told family, I told friends, and nobody opted to help me, and I turned out to help myself. Wow.
And thank God you had the fortitude to actually carry through after like all them years. Because some people would have given up on that.
I don't give up. I wasn't born that way. I wasn't born to give up. I wasn't born. I'm just not that kind of person. I said, you know what? I even told my friends before leaving, I said, look, if I come back in a coffin, just know what I'm doing this for.
Wow.
Because from 14 to 34 is a very long time
to
wake up. So it took me a very long time before I could even have a proper relationship with a man, because in my mind, he's here to hurt me. They don't understand how psychologically they hurt.
Damaging.
People, girls thinking when they do stuff like that. And I know my family watches your program, and to my auntie and to everybody else who did not stick up for me, you see, I came back and stuck up for myself. And all of you guys who didn't see me important enough to think of, to stick up for your needs, I did it myself.
Wow.
You understand? And SouFlo, he is now in prison, and I know his father is going to try and get him out. But it's not going to work this time, because now it's me plus 22 other women.
So 22 other women that he did this to?
That he did this to. The youngest
victim to date, the youngest victim to date, happened even before me. And when he met with her, according to what I heard in court, she was 10.
So this is like a serial rapist then?
Yes.
All right. So you see what I said in the beginning of this thing though. In the beginning of this video, I said that criminals have nothing to fear in Jamaica, and serial killers are amongst us. Serial rapists as well.
Let me tell you, the only thing that he almost got away with it at one point, and it's because his father sent him up to the US and was hiding him at one point.
Wow.
And then there was a little girl in the community who alleged that he was messing with her and he had to come back to Jamaica. So it's a thing where it's like he can't help himself kind of thing. And then he taunts you after he hurts you. It's that guy who will stay years after I know that you are leaving alone. He taunts you after he hurts you.
Some sadistic behavior.
Yeah.
Somebody said here that we have sociopaths and mental issues in Jamaica that are going unchecked.
I agree 100%. 100%. And to anybody listening, you know, to aunties, to uncles, to mothers, to anybody at all, please. If you meet your nephew, anybody, like, talk to him and start crying because
God know y'all make me feel like me want to cry because
anybody that comes to you with a big, I don't care she feel or him feel like you're him a big man or she think like she a big woman. Please look out for them. You understand?
Wow.
Look out for them. Because it's one of the most painful things I was in my auntie house. I wish you look for me and tell me, say, well, shut him up because I don't want to die. I mean, I don't want nobody come shoot up my house. Come on, I was 14. My aunt was 46. I was 14. You understand? Somebody come to you. A lot of times I wasn't even gonna go to my aunt, but when somebody coming at you more than once, so I couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep in my auntie house in peace. I'm like, I was there no more than 3 weeks. You understand?
God.
And it would not stop, it wouldn't stop. And it's because I kept harassing my mom and saying, I want to come home, and she got tired of me harassing her. And she was elsewhere on vacation with her then husband. She cut it short and said, you know what? She keep harassing me, she want to come back, she don't like Jamaica. Is the excuse I'd given her.
When it was all that going on.
Yeah, when it was all that going on. You understand me? When his father realized what he did, and that my family, and you know what? Let me make another point. Society have this thing where it only happens to girls in inner cities. I was an uptown kid. I was an uptown kid. My auntie lived in Cherry Garden. What are you talking about?
And you know, Jamaica have it also that it only happens to girls.
No, that's not true. That is not true. And that's what I said before. I said whether it's your niece, your nephew, whoever, boys and girls aren't safe alike. Boys and girls aren't safe alike. Right? It does not matter. That's why I made it very clear to say whether it's your niece, your nephew, your daughter, your son. I have 2 children now. And let me tell you something. My daughter, October, she'll be 16. And it would break my heart if she ever comes and tells me something like that. You understand? It does not matter. These people nowadays, they don't care. They just want to hurt and violate somebody. You understand me? Whether boy or girl, they don't care. It's the fear that they enjoy. Because you can't really put that kind of fear really into a grown man or a grown person, depending on the person's mindset. You understand me? It's much easier to put that kind of fear into a child. It's much easier. Can you imagine? I was so excited to go to Jamaica. When I say excited, you understand me?
Yeah.
Because one of the reasons why she said me no was because I graduated high school. Right? And she said to her, my mom said to herself, she don't know what to do now because I graduated high school so early. Go enjoy life and be a kid. Go run up and down and be a kid. Because I was a little group for me, you know what I mean? And I go to Jamaica, and that's the first thing that happens to me, being down there. And for a long time, I hated Jamaica because I equated that thing with Jamaica.
And how could you not?
Many a funeral, many a family because I hate it down there. And I got to a point where I said, I am not going to let this man's actions control my life, which is another thing that victims have to learn. Don't let the fact that they hurt you hurt the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And Mr. Minister, I will be seeing you soon. I know how much money you can offer me will have me shut my mouth.
God knows.
And he has offered quite a bit of money ever since it happened up until now. And the figures keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And there's no amount of money that you can offer me or my family that I am going to personally take. If you're going to try and bribe them, that's fine. But no amount of money you can offer me that will keep my mouth closed. 20 years is long enough. I'm not shutting my mouth anymore.
Continue your fight, sister, and I'm sure you will. I am absolutely sure you will see it all the way through.
I will. And SouFlo, trust me. Y'all will hear about it. You guys will hear about it.
Yes, please keep us up to date.
I am going to keep y'all up to date, and you guys will hear about it. And when you hear about it, you will be surprised to see who sit there and have this kind of behavior going on for how many years, knowing that this one was being a menace to society and been paying off people. But I can't be bought, sweetie. I make my own money.
Keep us up to date.
I will. SouFlo, God bless you. People in the comments, God bless. I will still be watching, obviously, but I just had to come in here and shine some light because you know what's long overdue. Long overdue.
Thank you so
God
much. Thank you so much for sharing. That's heavy. Oh gosh. All right, so y'all see what I said though? You see what I'm saying though? This has become a regular part of our thing, whether we want to admit it or not. We have many victims out there. Enough of them not talking. Okay? Enough of them not talking. One time I did a video about Jamaica and about majority of Jamaican females, their first sexual encounter was either coerced or forced. And now it is happening, or it's always been happening, to even the boys also. Yes. Caller? Can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello, SouFlo here.
Hi, SouFlo. I'm in England, so I don't even know if it's evening or whatever where you are, but hello to everyone.
All right, good evening.
I just wanted to call to share my story as well.
All right, go ahead.
As a young girl, I got raped at 14. And the person who raped me is somebody that I knew very well.
It happened to you in Jamaica?
His daughter. Pardon?
Did it happen to you in Jamaica?
In Jamaica.
All right.
This happened in Jamaica. Well, trusted. His baby mother was also pregnant at the time, and I am the mother of the child. And like with a con, like to say he holds and speak to them. And as soon as we got out of sight of everyone, he helped me put a knife. And that's where all of my hell started. And the worst part of it is the covering up, because it started on the road and then he took me to his house. And his family was there and nobody helped and nobody did anything. And they could hear me because I fought the whole time. When you look on my tummy, I had so many scratches and scrapes.
His family was there.
His family was in the house. And nobody helped me.
God.
Nobody said anything. And my mother took me to the police station. They took me to the rape unit. They took samples. They did all of that. But he knew exactly what he was doing because he was coming to the States. He was going to America, like, I believe the day or the other day after. Because when the police and everything checked, he was already in America. And I wasn't the first person that he did it to. He did it to another friend of ours. And if somebody would have just spoken out and said something, but I actually did the same thing, I was too afraid to speak out because of shame. My family was ashamed. But what were we ashamed of?
Yeah, and in Jamaica, we have the stigma about rape as well, where it's like the victim gets victimized all over again.
Yes. And I didn't cause this on myself. This is somebody that I knew. This is somebody that I trusted. I don't come from a garrison area. My area is quote unquote a good area. This is somebody that I knew. This is somebody that I trusted. But most of the time, things like these that happen to us are people that we know.
Yes.
It's always people that we know. Right? And when your children speak to you on things, you should listen. Don't dismiss them. I'm not saying you should go about accusing people of doing things before actually having evidence. But put something in place to see what can actually happen to catch out the person. Something.
Oh man.
You know. And on top of everything, when everything came out, his family wanted to come to my house to war with my mother. This time I was already in England when everything came out. But the greatest thing with this whole thing, I never make it hold me back.
Right. Because you know that's traumatizing and damaging.
It's damaging. It is. But I got over that stage by speaking to myself. You know, and I now realized that it was no fault of mine. I didn't cause it on myself. This person was just a sick person who had issues and didn't know how to deal with them.
God.
And people look at it as being, oh, it's nothing much, or it's just a little rape because somebody actually said that to me.
It's just a little rape.
Just like a rape.
And
I can annoy him. I've never heard anything like this in my life. And this person is still living in the States. And I'm telling you, if I were to ever see him, I don't know how we would work things out. And these are the reason why so many people are dying in Jamaica, because the vengeance, the things that people go through that people don't understand. Suppose I was a wicked person per se, because sometimes like when it just happened, I used to think some crazy things like, how can I get somebody to kill this person? I honestly thought about that. It wasn't the right thing to think about at the time, but that's how I felt because I was so hurt. I felt violated by this person.
And I can't say that thought is wrong, because that's exactly what I would have been thinking.
I know I have a little girl. I would never leave my child around anybody. I don't trust no man around my daughter.
And please ever don't. Please ever don't.
Not. You know, but I just wanted to say it. You know, my condolences to this little girl family. My heart goes out to them. I can't imagine what they're going through at this moment. You know, I've lost a child myself. I had a little boy and he died, and that was a very traumatic time for me. But I can't imagine growing a child for 14 years, and somebody just callously took her life like that. I mean, it's sad. It's really sad, but I just wanted to share my story, and I just want to tell people to listen to your children. People, be vigilant, come together. We can't depend on the Prime Minister and the government to do everything for us. We've got to stand up for something. Stand up for ourselves, our community. What about the old time days, them SouFlo? If mother something around the road, my mother friends there and tell her, so she see me, I do this, or see me, I do that. Like, it's like them things are not even happening anymore. That's why when the caller called and said, things are getting so much better and all this, and I said, I can see in some instances, but I can't really say, because I remember times like those that you're talking about right now, where the community genuinely cared about you. Of course. What happened to me growing up? Listen, I used to walk miles go to school, you know. I used to walk miles go to school, and we were protected. SouFlo, let me tell you, I kind of understand what some of them people are going through with the fear, because them poor, they don't have it, they don't have anywhere to move to. And my example is a perfect example. His family knew what happened and heard me out, and nobody said or did anything. And trust me, you have families out there knowing, say, them children killing off people, raping people, and them knowing them sit down with it. You hear what I'm telling you? Yes. I do nothing about it. They know. Look how long them said the serial raping been going on. Same thing for Thomas, and nobody in those areas, they don't have outside people coming from anywhere coming there to do stuff like that. No. We know how this thing runs. To all of who are listening, just be safe. SouFlo, keep doing the great work that you're doing. I subscribe to you. I may not comment all the time, but I watch you religiously. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing with us. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. You know what her story, something just hit my brain while she was talking, right? That little girl there that got killed in Arnett Garden. You know, I'm willing to bet money that she told her mom that mommy, Georgie always a draw me away, or always a try to draw me away, or something to come round there. I bet. Hey, caller, you're live on the air. SouFlo here. Hello. SouFlo, good night. Good night. How you doing? Well. Can you hear me? Yes, can hear you. Hello, can you? Yes, good night. I am turning late, but I think the topic is about the little girl that got raped in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was calling to share my story as well. Go ahead, you have the floor. Okay, so when I was 5 years old, I was raped by my uncle. From the time I was 5 to the time I was about 6 and a half, I was raped by my uncle. And when I got raped by my uncle, my mom, she was always working, so she didn't really know much, but she left my auntie in charge of me. However, when my mom came home, she noticed that I had blood in my underwear, and she was asking, what's going on, what happened? And so I don't remember exactly if I told her anything, but I know the story that was told was that I was climbing the tree and the stick poked me in my vagina, and that's where the blood is coming from. So my uncle at the time told me if I said anything that he was going to kill me, and that would be that. So I was very scared of him. He told you that he was going to kill you if you said anything?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
He told you he was going to kill you if you said anything?
Yes, he said he would kill me if I said anything, and I was very scared of him.
And this is your uncle?
My uncle, my mother's brother.
Your mother's brother. What?
So after time passed, because my father was in America, he had filed for my mother and my brother and all of us to come to America. And so I was going to tell my mother the truth of what was happening to me, because it wasn't a one-time thing. He always, whenever she was gone to work or no one was in the house, he would always touch me, rape me, and made me do ungodly things to him. And so I remember on a particular day, I was going to tell my mom, and she had came home, and I was running around the house. I was like, Mommy, I was running around the side of the house. I was like, Mommy, because he had just got finished raping me. And I was like, Mommy. And before I could get around to the side of the house where my mother was, he threw hot water on me. So from my face, from my chin on down to my chest, I had burned. But he told my mother that I was running and ran into him with the water. But he actually threw the water on me, in my opinion, as a way to silence me. So I had burns and everything. They rushed me to the doctor, and I never said anything. Up to now, I am 42 years old. I still bear the scars from the water burn on my chin and my chest. But as the years went on, I came to America when I was 7. So as the years went on, I had a lot of emotional issues. And when I finally decided to tell my mother, I was 13, and she didn't believe me. She would say, "Stop telling lies on my brother. That's my favorite brother. He would never do nothing like that." And, so forth. So I went years without her actually believing that he actually raped me. And when finally it gets to the point where I was about 16 years old, I kept running away from home because I was emotionally traumatized and going through a lot of stuff, become promiscuous and just getting into all kind of trouble. Then finally, the state got involved because, this is America, and a 16-year-old child is on the street doing whatever.
Right.
The state finally got involved, and then when I told them my story, I think that's when she kind of maybe believes me, but then she didn't want me to say anything. And what she said to me was, "Stop saying that. You're bringing shame on the family." And
which is the typical thing. Which is the typical thing.
So yes, this is a typical thing, and even up to this day, it's like a stigma. Then I find out within the family, it is. I have 2 older cousins, and then I'm the 3rd female in our family, like the first generation. That's the oldest. So I found out that he did it to the other 2 cousins as well, because I have another cousin that she's really emotionally damaged by this. Her sister, she kind of downplays it and she won't talk up to it, but I found out all 3 of us he raped as well. And it's just a thing within our family, like, don't talk about it, don't say anything. And the thing that bothers me is that he was married and he had a couple of daughters, and a lot of days and nights I lay in my bed and I think, is he doing this to his daughters? So even when I got married, and before I got married, I was telling my husband, because I didn't want to go into a marriage with any secrets like that.
Right.
My husband, he even wanted to go kill him. I hear the other caller was saying that her father or uncle or someone went to Jamaica to kill. My husband wants to kill him even now. And it's just been very hard for me as a woman and as an adult woman dealing with the shame, if you may, of a rape. And So it almost cost me my marriage because, you know, sometimes certain things my husband might say or do, you know, we might be laying in the bed and he might touch me in a way and it'll trigger a memory. And, you know, I would get off on him, but I had to explain to him it's out of anger. And then I've been in counseling for many years and he's gone to counseling with me, which helps a great deal. So the counselor explained to him, you know, not to be upset with me because this is a traumatic thing that I'm dealing with, and it's not really him that I'm lashing out at, it's the situation. So I recommend to any woman that has gone through this to definitely get into some kind of counseling, talk to someone, preferably a professional that deals with this type of situation.
Yeah, and I would even go as far as to say, don't go into any deep relationships without finding help for self first.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Because if it took me many years, like I'm the type of person that never really dealt with men because I was so scared, you know, that I was just so scared that they would be a rapist or something like that. So I just, even now when I go to Jamaica and I see him, it's like my body shakes and I get nervous, and you know, your doctor said I have post-traumatic stress disorder from that situation because when I see him, it's like I lose all of my faculties. I can't think, breathe, or anything.
Wow. Thank you for sharing with us. If you could turn your device down a little bit.
Sorry. Yes. Well, I just wanted to call and share my story. I don't want to take up the time, but
yes, I was saying thank you for sharing with us because it takes a lot of courage to actually just share on, especially a platform like this. You're sharing this with hundreds of people right now.
Well, I hope me sharing this helps, you know, a woman that's scared and think no one else out there has experienced that, or that they can't talk about it. You know, living your truth, walking your truth, and if you have to shout it from the mountaintop, shout it from the mountaintop. Because I know another girlfriend of mine committed suicide because her stepfather raped her. And even though I have tried to commit suicide when I was younger, when I was a teenager, but you know, after a while, I realized that's not what the plan God has for me. So, you know, and any female that I come in contact with and they experience abuse in that kind of way, I try to talk to them and counsel them and point them, you know, in the right direction as far as getting mental help, because it becomes a mental health issue. Because you can't focus, you know, I've gone days, months, years without even focusing. I think I have I have blocked out a period of my life that I don't even remember. That's how bad this disease, I don't know what it's called, what you want to call it, but you know, I went through like a period of my life that I don't even remember people, places, or things. Like people are coming to me like, hey, such and such, I'm such and such from such, and I have no recollection of that person whatsoever. So it's a very stressful situation, and I just hope that women out there and men that have experienced, you know, rape or sexual assault will, you know, look and get the proper help that they need. And by all means, I found counseling to be a source that has helped me get over this hurdle, and to the point where I can talk about it now without actually feeling like I would have killed myself or even harming him. So I don't know if that would work for everyone else, but that's what worked for me. But I'm not going to hold up to the live anymore. I just wanted to share my story, and thank you for giving us this platform to talk about it. I really appreciate the work that you're doing, and many blessings.
Yes, thank you, and same to you. We really appreciate you sharing with us, and many blessings, and continuing your healing, okay?
Thank you.
All right, blessed. All right, so people, y'all see the amount of stories that are coming in from these women. So it's not no one-off, made-up. SouFLoTV here.
Hey, SouFlo.
What go on, family?
Well, I'm there, road boy, Florida man, though.
Yeah.
Hey, but just to show you how much it affects, not just, you know, the people going through it, like the people who basically are
who it happened to.
Right? Yeah. All right, I'll show you something. All right. I go to school, I got a class back in the day, so you know a long time, right? Class, and we have this girlfriend star. It was Spanish town, that's what we had. I go through and stuff, and one day I met us to the girl, right? Don't understand, balling. And I said, oh, what could that happen to you, you know? He said, you can't even go no further with you. Basically because of what happened to me, you know? So now, man, you know, so we sit down, that day them skull class, and then I sit down out in a puppy, and we are talking, and she said, man, who is the thing where I stepfather about it? And the stepmother should bring it to our mother, actually. She bring it to her, and in the night, and she thought it, you know, because she don't want to go home, and then for a long time, she always say, yo, follow me for the taxi, go home. I'm used to follow her off here, I did it till late, till the mother come in the evening. But one evening, I can't remember, the guy said, oh, the mother go to bush and then I want me come. You know, him no want me come. So, but she tell me everything about what I did. So that night there, the way I feel, I tell you the truth, man. I saw her, I want to kill him, man. Personally, but I tell her that. I want to kill him, man. Because all of this are boiled up in the man, but most of the girl tell.
Right.
So, man, so I can boil up in the man, I want to kill him, man. I tell him a lot. Because Clara, my friend, some man, I know, out of my little, you know, because, you know, we just experience spend a whole heap of money for you, I go to college. But make sure I go in that garrison, go to traffic, friend, man, where deep like that, you know, and try for paradise, we're going to do it, you know, straightforward. So one night, I got one, even if you're lucky, God, I said, I stand up, I can't afford something, I wait for them to drive up, late in the night. And God see the man, it's like, a voice come to me and said, hey, you look for yourself, look how far you're reaching, and like, you really have a term of your life for this, because they don't know why you have to have. I'm saying, like, as me sit down on the corner and I wait, you know, see, man, it's like rain just start fall out of nowhere, you know, hard, you know. Hard. I'm going to tell you, I say, you will me boil up in myself, I really want to kill him, man. Straightforward, man, I tell you, I'm not like, sit down on the street, I wait for the man, and the rain start fall hard. And see, as my walker, I reach like me, I go take my taxi so go back out and watch our scheme where she live. Yeah. The car just turned in and in drive down the road, you know. And my ball it up so close, I can't remember that walk to a taxi, you know. It was like a hard ball, you know. It was a hard ball, and I heard like foolishness because I really feel the girl. I know so she never was able to have a good relationship. It was always about something. Yeah, because most of them traumatized, and they do have. That's why I said to the caller earlier when she was saying she have a husband now where, lucky enough for her, got to counseling with her, and she herself did not want to get into a relationship without sorting out these issues and without making it known to the person that she was going to be in this type of relationship with. So may I say now, if a female know that she been through these things, she not even need to bother getting a marriage kind of relationship until she gets some real help for that, because she will always be affected in a way
that is probably going to cost her her relationship. Unless she just plans to go from relationship to relationship. Because eventually the relationship will go end. Because she's full of issues. Yes, psychologically scarred.
Program still, but you know, I just can't make you know, sometimes them go through it, and you as a young man who, you know, in a for them age bracket, man, you know,
right,
a girlfriend and stuff, you hurt, man, but you can't even, them man, they're big man here, you know what I mean? So it just kind of did set like a precedent over you being with her, but, you know, but just share that still.
Yeah, but, thank you. Thank you. Good insight. Thanks, brother.
No problem.
Man. So, yeah. People, I hope we learned something tonight still. We got a few more minutes and then we're going to close the show down. I thank every female that called in. But I want y'all to know that this is not something that's happening to females only. And the minute that I started to say that this is a common thing in Jamaica and Jamaican society, me glad said the female them started calling in to validate what I was saying. Because had not one of them called in, somebody would have went away tonight saying, see him there again, and more where they make up things about Jamaica and all this. It's a common problem that we have. At Jamaica, me grow, me see it from me I grow up. Me see big man, I draw a little picnic from me I grow up. In them school uniform like me. Even taking bus going home. You used to see conductor and bus driver a plan for the little school girl them. The bus park. Send that one to come up front. Make that one sit on my lap. Them kind of something there. From then till now. And it's still the same things going on and even worse. So we can't sit out here and act like this is all new to us. This ain't new. And it's sad as hell, man. And to think about how many have been traumatized along the way and how many continue to be traumatized today. Hey, Carla, how you doing?
Yeah, so good.
Good evening, how you doing?
Good, buddy, good. I was just actually lying down and I can't sleep, so I come on the YouTube and I hear live, you know, and the topic is it's really heart touching, buddy, like real, you know, heartbreaking, you know, to see the things people going through in their life. And if you know it's kryptonite vibes, you know.
Kryptonite vibes, what, brother?
Yeah, good, buddy, but I want to share something to the public, to you know, and the people know that when I was like, I would say 9, I was abused, you know, buddy.
When you were like 9.
Yeah, it was 5 years old to 9 years old, you know.
5 to 9.
Yeah, but I told my cousins them.
So.
And yeah, buddy, and to be honest, like growing up was like real tough for me, you know. Like, sometimes even on to this day, like sometimes I can't even sleep because sometimes I close it, I and them thing, and you know those things reflect back, you know, like you just see back everything come back.
Yes.
And it's real tough, and like was only last year when I was 23 years old. Like I was going to school, like college, you know.
Yeah.
I was at college and thing, and this day I could get up early in the morning, but I could go and sleep all night, just boiling on my chest. And when old age, she get up, I wake and I go downstairs and I tell she said she never expected, you know. And weird about it, but like for like from like the age to till when 23, I keep everything to myself, you know.
Did you ever seek counseling?
Was free. No, like like, I feel shame, buddy, to be honest. Like, look, growing up in the Caribbean, you know that either any country in the Caribbean country, you know how the people, like, how they stigmatize us, you know?
And you know what? Stick a pin for a second. I wanted to say that I wanted to actually cover the entire Caribbean, but you see, when I do stuff like that now, I have people who are so defensive. Someone we call from Trinidad, Antigua, Grenada, wherever the other Caribbean countries, and they will say, hey boy, stick to your Jamaican thing because you don't know nothing about my country and all this, right? But in truth and in fact, it's a Caribbean culture thing.
It's a Caribbean culture. It's a whole Caribbean culture, buddy. And the greatest, you know what was very hurtful? One of them, he got one thing now, yeah. So one time I go by him house and you know that the man barefacedly tell the lady and the lady laughing.
He tell the lady that.
He tell his wife, and she started to laugh and she asked me how I felt. Like, really, it's, you know.
Wow.
Like, and I was surprised that these. I was like, oh my God. So fluent, to be honest. Like, for a guy to go through stuff like this, it's tough, buddy. I know the girls, yeah, but like for a guy to, you know, to go through things like that, especially from such a young age. Like,
yes.
It just messed me up. Like, I grew up with so much hate in me. But even on to this day, sometimes I just go crazy, you know, sometimes, you know.
God, man.
It's only God knows, but it's only God knows. Like right now, I'm talking, even a heart even racing.
So, brother, what are you doing now to get to some form of healing?
To be honest, I know personally, me into no religion thing. I just praying and keeping God close, and you know, I do what I love when there is music, yes, right?
Yes.
I just want to do my music. I just want to do my music, buddy, because to me, that's the only thing I could see could help me out of this state. Because sometimes I just be home, I just be in a room locked up and crying all day, just crying, you know, because like I ain't seen no other way out. Like, so I grew up poor. I grew up people telling lies on me, even them same cousins telling like how I deal from them. I will, you know, like they always try to, you know, keep me low, you know, keep me like in the gutter.
Yeah.
Them tell like how a thief how much money from them. A little youth man like me, a little boy like me. From them, I if the reason them same people come home telling me other that I eating out of the rubbish and all sorts of stuff, you know, like even for a piece of time I even used to sleep by the markets. I just hard board box and them thing that, you know. So like the life, like growing up with all of them things that they get real confusing, you know. It was a real hard time, buddy, and it is real hard, but it's a little break and opportunity that I have here now, you know, to like come out of, I don't know if you know, but to me, in our Caribbean countries, them, like if you try to seek help, people really don't want to help you. They just want to hear your story, hear what you have to say, and go and then go tell Harry and tell everybody.
Them use it for entertainment sake.
Tell everybody.
Yeah.
They take your pain and they turn it into your entertainment. You know them with it.
Yes.
And then they look and you and laugh. That's why enough of the young people they have to end up killing themselves. You know? Because to be honest, millions of times they want to kill everybody. It's God in heaven. God in heaven said, no, I have a plan. You know, enough time. Even sometimes it might be here, buddy, and sometimes like when they think pile up in them head, God, when they're dead, you know.
God, man. When you done?
It's real sad, buddy, real sad. And I didn't know if you did read the email that I did and give you about one thing they want ask you what as they're on live right now.
Right.
I want say something to everybody who listening. Well, I'm really begging and asking for people to please support me. Please support me in
I was gonna say after you're done talking, I will tell the people exactly what I was gonna say after.
And one more thing, SouFlo, the only people who know about it, it's my mother and my two sisters, because my father, he doesn't know anything about it, like, because my father he's very, very sick right now, and I went to and tell him anything, and because right now he have regular heart attacks, and he have this sickness here in his body, and this there, and this there. And to be honest, the reason really I want people to support my music, like a begging,
right?
Because my father was supposed to go on operation since 2015, but we ain't getting the people, you know. And if I could raise the funds some way, somehow, so that he could go on the operation and get the things them over with, that at least he could live comfortable, because I don't want to lose my father right now. There's plenty things I still want me to do, because from my father leave me from since I was like 5 years old, and I come to Europe when I was 22 years old, you know?
Yeah.
So I really grew up with him, you know? So, and right now my father real sick, buddy, real sick. And that's why if people could support me, so I could get some funds to help him, at least look him after.
To help with your father.
Yeah. But I want everybody who, boy or girl or whoever, go through any sort of abuse. I want them to know that it's not their fault, because I used to feel this same, you know. I used to think, so, you know, it's because I do something. But it's not your fault. We need to realize people heart in this world dirty, their mind dirty, just to think.
Evil among us.
Just to think, to do a child and think that, you know, a child.
Evil among us, brother. Evil among us.
And I know, to be honest, SouFlo as a dancer artist coming up now, and I talking about this, people will tell you the batty man in dance and everything, but I don't give shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I doing what I love, and I am not taking responsibility for what happened to me, you know?
Gwendolyn,
because
I will fill you in when he's done talking, Gwendolyn. And we're going to end this show on this note right here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take responsibility for what happened to me. What I'm gonna take responsibility of is getting out of this state and doing what I love and doing what I have to do to be a better person. And what I want to do is help as much people I can going through the same or going through worse, because I know how it feels. I know when that feeling comes in you, and you know. So sometimes I think if I could just rule the world and help so much people who are going through so much, because I do know how it feels to be lied upon, to be cheated on, to be abused, to be used, and then at the end of it you gain nothing, you know. People still look at you as shit, you know.
Oh boy.
So I just want people to don't give up on their lives, because our life is a gift. This is a special gift. We have enough time. I know plenty of people tried to commit suicide, even I did it. Tried to do it millions of times, but there's a purpose for each one of us on this earth.
Yes, brother. Definitely.
There's a purpose, and that's why everybody keep strong, keep faith in themselves, believe in yourself. If you don't have no God, tell yourself that, you know,
yes,
this is who I am and this is what I stand for. This is what I want to give at the end of my life, or in my old age. I could, you know, but all of this happened, but I came out victorious, and I am proud of myself, you know.
Yes. Thank you. Strong message,
buddy.
and thanks for sharing your story.
Yeah, buddy. So just please tell the people them, and just let them support me so I could do something for me, you know. And them thing. And anybody out there who needs somebody to talk to, I ain't any counselor or any person who know about things, but I'm a person who go through it, and they could, if they want somebody to talk to, they could contact me at Kryptonite Vibes, either on Instagram or Facebook, Kryptonite Vibes, you know. And we could, you know, because if you keep it in, it's always gonna keep hurting you.
Get in the comment section.
Talk to people like who care. If you talk to people who care, and there's always someone there to give you good advice and tell you it's okay, and you know, try to keep company, it's gonna be okay. But the moment you try to keep it in and tell it, it's all their fault, it's not good. So yeah, anybody who wants somebody to talk to, going through anything, they could still contact me on Instagram or on Facebook at Kryptonite Vibes, and always respond to them. Anyways, so thanks very much.
Thank you, brother. Leave your contacts in the comment section so people can see it there, please. And thank you again for sharing. All right.
Buddy, thanks.
All right.
Thanks, bro.
All right. So on that note, we're not taking any more calls for the night. We're gonna end it here tonight. People, we started out talking about this little girl, right, in Arnett Garden. And do you see? So this is a societal issue, right? And I don't see this ending anytime soon, because this is something, you know, them say Rome wasn't built in a day. This is something that's been going on for a long time and has many victims along the way. This brother that just finished talking to you, I've spoken to him before in length. We talk about music. I've even done promos for him on his music, Kryptonite Vibes. When I saw his picture just now on WhatsApp, I'm saying to myself, what could he be calling it about? When you heard his voice, you could hear the pain in that man's voice, right? Someone said in the comment section, but how him sound like one old uncle so, or one old grand uncle so. That caller right there is a young man that's about 23 years old. Okay? He's shaking while he's talking. The youth traumatized. So we're gonna end it here. He'll leave his links in the comment section if you want to link him up and talk to him. Tomorrow I'm gonna post his work that I did promo for already on the front of the channel, so you can see who Kryptonite Vibes is. And like he's saying, dancehall music is what he loves to do, but he's carrying this with him as well. And people are going to say, yeah, that's gonna be the Batman dancehall artist. He had no control over what happened to him between the ages of 5 and 9. But it's something that he has to live with. And it has made him try to even kill his own self more than a couple of times. So yeah, our children are going through a lot. They're being traumatized, right? I don't know. Rest in peace. I don't know if she can rest in peace, but I don't know what to say or how to end this video today. But the little girl in Arnett Garden that troubled me so bad, I couldn't stop thinking about it, especially seeing the picture of her. And you know, we live in a social media age where people can just send it to you. Them send me the picture and I just can't get it out of my brain. Can't get it out of my mind. For those of y'all that was asking for my wife, she's in the room with my son. He was up. She started out, was supposed to be a part of this live, right? So Brains is all right. She's in there with the baby, and I'm here with you guys. But she had to do her mommy thing. That took precedence over this. I wish she was here with us so you could hear from her side as well. It would have been nice to have a female feedback, especially from a Jamaican woman, but I had a lot of them calling tonight, and a lot of them missed calling in. Listen, we'll catch up again, and we'll talk some more on this. All right? It's SouFLoTV, man. I love you. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope all the victims find healing or begin some course of healing. And I'm telling you, parents and family members, you are parents too. For the family member, them we are violating the family members, on stop it. On a dirty, nasty, we need to stop it. Okay? And auntie, uncle, cousin, y'all be on the side of those children and watch out for the children them. Watch out for signs. Watch out for changes. Any little subtle changes. Listen to the children when they talk. All right? Because you might end up saving their life. After getting all these calls, I am willing to bet that that little girl cried out for help more than once, more than twice. And see that she dead. She dead, and our story make world news. We're in other countries tuning in on one platform to discuss that. And hopefully it was not in vain. All right? Bless up on yourself. And until we meet again, peace and love. I'm out. Peace.